Michigan firearm possession laws are more complex than most states, but also less restrictive. First of all, if you have a Michigan CCW, you cannot possess a firearm. In this state, CCW is not a license, it is a crime, also known as carrying a concealed weapon. It is a felony. Felons are not allowed to be in possession of firearms. As a resident of this state, to legally carry a concealed pistol in Michigan, you must have a concealed pistol license and a driver license in your possession. Also, the pistol must be registered. Possession of a pistol in a vehicle also requires a concealed pistol license, even if the pistol is in plain view. If carrying concealed or carrying in your vehicle and stopped by a law enforcement officer, you must immediately disclose that you are carrying a concealed pistol. Even if you are stopped by an officer and you are not in a vehicle, you still must immediately disclose that you are carrying a concealed pistol. The term stopped is not clearly defined in the statute, but is considered by many to be referring to a Terry stop or official stop. If you are in a vehicle, it is pretty easy to know when you're being stopped. It can be less clear if you are stopped while on foot or sitting at a table. For instance, if you pass an officer while walking down the sidewalk and say hello to each other as your paths cross, you do not have to disclose. If, however, you encounter a police officer and you feel you are not free to go, then you should disclose. When in doubt, disclose. It is important to note, you are only required to disclose if you are carrying a concealed pistol, or if you have a pistol in your vehicle. If you are not in a vehicle, and you are not carrying concealed, then you have no duty to disclose. You are also required to show your ID and CPL upon request during a stop if you are carrying a concealed pistol. Again, this does not apply if you're not carrying a concealed pistol. Alcohol. Concealed carry of a pistol with blood alcohol content of 0.02 and above is a civil infraction. Possession of any firearm, concealed or otherwise, with a BAC of 0.08 and above is a misdemeanor. If a private business or other private property owner or agent requests that you leave their premises due to your firearm or any other reason, you should do so immediately. Not leaving private property when requested to do so can net you a trespassing charge. Michigan has two general types of firearm laws. The first type include places that are off limits to firearm possession. We'll call them gun-free zones. The second type of laws restrict the possession of concealed pistols on certain premises. These are generally referred to as pistol-free zones. PFZ is a misnomer. These zones are more correctly premises on which carrying a concealed pistol is prohibited. Here is a list of gun-free zones. Most federal properties, IRS, USPS, FBI, CIA, Army, Navy, Air Force, United States Marine Corps, National Guard, etc. You cannot have a firearm on any of those premises. It is not permissible to leave your pistol in your vehicle when you are on federal property. Possession is generally allowed in national parks, forests, etc. You also may not possess a firearm at any Detroit casino. Casino is defined as the building where gaming takes place. Presumably, you can secure your pistol in your vehicle while on casino property. Most courts prohibit possession of firearms inside the court building. Some buildings have a court on just one floor or just one room, and the court decides to make the entire building off limits to firearms. University of Michigan prohibits possession of firearms on university property. Possession of a firearm on U of M property is a serious offense. And that's pretty much it for firearm-free zones. The next set of laws apply only to CPL holders and only apply to concealed pistols. These laws do not apply to long guns, rifles, shotguns, or unconcealed pistols. The list is found in MCL 28.425O, as in the letter O. Also found on the back of your Michigan CPL. The one exception is the casino. Anyhow, you may not carry a concealed pistol on the premises of any of the following: a school or school property, unless you are in a vehicle dropping your kid off or picking your kid up; child care, daycare center, child placement agency, or child caring institution. You may not carry a concealed pistol there. You may not carry a concealed pistol at a sports arena or stadium. You also cannot carry a concealed pistol at a bar or tavern where the primary source of income of the business is the sale of alcoholic liquor by the glass and consumed on the premises. This one is tricky, because there is not necessarily a good method to know how much of their income comes from alcohol and how much comes from other stuff, like food, entertainment, non-alcoholic drinks. It is okay to carry concealed in a restaurant that serves alcohol, as long as the majority of their income is not from alcohol. If it looks like a bar, it probably is. If in doubt, don't carry concealed inside such an establishment. You may not carry a concealed pistol at a church or on church property, which includes mosques, synagogues, etc., etc. The one caveat here is you may carry concealed with permission from the church official. You cannot carry concealed at a hospital or at an entertainment facility with a seating capacity of 2,500 or more. This presumably includes movie theaters and other places of entertainment. You cannot carry a concealed pistol on the premises of a dormitory or classroom of a college or university, and premises does not include parking areas of any of the places listed on the back of your CPL. It is important to note that this exception applies only to pistol-free zones. Premises of federal properties, for example, are still off limits to firearm possession. If visiting any of the premises listed on the back of your CPL, aka PFZs, you have more than one option. You can secure your pistol in your vehicle, or you can open carry, with the exception of a casino. You may not possess any firearms, open or concealed, inside a casino building where gaming takes place. Open carry is defined as a pistol carried in plain view in a holster on the outside of clothing. Open carry is not considered brandishing. In essence, the legislature requires an individual to open carry if they wish to possess a firearm on these premises. In Michigan, we do have preemption. I'll just read the statute because it's fun. A local unit of government shall not impose special taxation on, enact, or enforce any ordinance or regulation pertaining to, or regulate in any other manner, the ownership, registration, purchase, sale, transfer, transportation, or possession of pistols or other firearms, ammunition for pistols or other firearms, or components of pistols or other firearms. So if you see a sign that says no firearms in the park, it is unenforceable. Contrary to popular belief, here are some places where you can possess a firearm with a concealed pistol license, although a CPL is not necessarily required for all of these places. But with a CPL, banks are okay, police stations are okay, all non-federal government buildings are okay, with some exceptions like the secured area of the jail. Polling places are okay, airports are okay if you stay out of the sterile areas. Public meetings, including city council, township board, they're okay. Public transportation is okay. So to sum things up, with a concealed pistol license, about the only places you cannot carry a firearm are court, casino, federal property, U of M college, and maybe some other state college properties as well.